In view of the huge flow of refugees from Ukraine, German Interior Minister Nancy Faeser and her Polish colleague Mariusz Kaminski have appealed to the EU Commission for help. In a letter to Commission Vice President Margaritis Schinas and Interior Commissioner Ylva Johansson, the two urge more support in distributing the refugees to other EU countries as well as financial help. For example, a lump sum of €1,000 from EU funds for each admitted person is brought into play, and more coordination in the distribution of refugees is called for. Yesterday, the interior ministers of the EU states met to discuss how to deal with the refugees in Brussels. It is obvious that our resources and capacity will not be sufficient to cope with the growing influx of people, says the letter from Friday, which is available to the German press agency. Quick solutions at European level are urgently needed. According to the UN Refugee Agency, more than 3.8 million people have fled the country since the start of the Russian war against Ukraine, or better to say Putin's war against Ukraine. More than 2 million arrived in Poland alone. According to the Interior Ministry, around 267,000 refugees were registered in Germany. With regard to the cost of accommodating and caring for the refugees, the letter says, "Our financial needs already amount to several billion euros, and additional support is needed immediately." The EU Commission must work on simple and flexible financing options that cover at least parts of the costs. This could be a lump sum of €1,000 per refugee for the first 6 months. According to estimates, the cost for the Polish state during this period amounted to at least €2.2 billion. Faeser has repeatedly rejected the registration of refugees demanded by the Union. The CDU interior expert Alexander Throm told the DPA, "Unlike Minister Faeser, there is no continuous personal identification, not only for Ukrainian citizens but also for third country nationals. In doing so, she ignores the urgent warnings from security circles. That is negligent. With that, she accepts a considerable security risks with her eyes wide open." Bavaria has already called on the other federal states to follow its example and use identification measures to clearly identify war refugees from Ukraine. And I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.